I loved you since we were young.
Okay, officially, hello everyone and welcome to session 12 of Delicious and Deadly, a Heliana's Guide to Monster Hunting campaign. Last we left off, the party handled some interesting situations. They scared off some birds from a coastal town and then went off into the Heimspire Mountains to hunt themselves a basilisk. At the end of that fight, they picked up the basilisk for skinning and dealing with at a later date for parts, and hauled it back down the mountain after seeing a passing dragon overhead, in which they then returned back to the safety of the Loot Tavern with their injured dwarven friend, who you will have deposited within safety. He will get help within the Loot Tavern. And I will move us to said tavern as a lot of you return. I'll just move you all inside. You will have, your buddy Gworf will have found some medical assistance, and Taurus and Ranger Truffle, you will likely have to update your tokens. I'm not sure if they're already updated or not. But you will find your way into the back into the Loot Tavern, and as you enter, Seidel and Baka, Seidel says something to the tune of, I need to go study what other siblings I may have. I may take some time. You guys continue to do what you like. Baka, come join me. And the two of them kind of go off and find an empty table.
Well, Taurus, what do you need to do?
I mean, we could always just go straight to get another job, but I want to find Heliana. Where is Heliana?
She seems to be in the middle of teaching one of her classes.
Ranger,
I guess we could also grab a job even if we don't leave right away.
You know what? That's a good idea. We'll do that first, and then we'll talk to Heliana. I want to see if she has any intention of retiring soon.
Retiring? Okay.
Do you think she would? I mean, do you know how long ago she's gotten this place?
Would I have any idea? 'Cause I don't know if that's something my character would know, DM.
Give me a history.
Can I do that too?
Sure.
12.
Oof.
I mean, you would have the most basic of knowledge. The Loot Tavern was formed in response in response to the New World being discovered, and the New World was only maybe discovered close-ish to maybe like 10, 12 years ago.
Cool. That's retirement age. Anyways, what's on the job board here?
There seems to be some small things, simple jobs. As you're looking at it, you hear Lutetia, the bartender, shout out, hey, if the two of you are looking for something, I've got a job that's specifically requesting you in your group. And she's kind of flags down with a paper in her hand.
Oh, Ranger Truffle, we're famous. They want specifically us.
I hope it's for a good thing.
What's up, Letitia?
Hey, you've recently been to the town of, Tideport?
Yeah, I believe so. They had a whale,
That
right?
would be us. That
Yeah.
would be us.
She hands over the job posting and says, well, it seems like they'd like you back. In the short time you've been gone, it seems that some of their fishermen have been going missing.
They're fishermen?
We just came from there like a day ago.
I guess they have a lot of issues there.
Jesus, okay.
Whatever's happening, it's moving fast, it seems.
Is there any more details, or is it just this?
You read the paper, and it does go into some minor detail. Most of it is, with our beaches cleared, the fishermen immediately set out. And, some have gone out and returned, others have gone out and not returned. Something's happening on the... It seems they've pinned it down to most of the missing missing fishermen have gone towards the mountainous coast side of Tideport. So something's going on near that side of the city. But they have not sent any guards to properly investigate and are asking you to do so instead.
Okay. I think we could handle that, right, Ranger?
Yeah. Makes me nervous when we just skip without the other people here, but I mean, we'll be fine, right? We're strong.
Maybe we can just hire someone to bring along with us just for this time.
That's true. We'll look around, see if anybody is looking bored.
Okay. That's a good idea.
Give me perceptions.
21.
There are a lot of adventurers in this place. There are several people who look like they could be bored, and just want something to do. But no one necessarily immediately catches your eye, even with a 21. Most of these people seem like they might already have groups, or, you see someone entering the loot tavern who you go, oh, maybe that guy, but then they're immediately flagged down by another group.
So hard to make friends nowadays.
Man, everyone's just up in their books, and they already have their own friend groups. It's really frustrating sometimes. But maybe we could find someone on our way there.
Right. So, do we need to go get a beach? What was the name of our drink?
Hex on the beach, I think it was.
Hex on the beach. There we go.
She hands over 2 bottles and says, don't worry, this one's on the house. You were only just there.
Thank you, Letitia. One question before I leave. Do you know how old Heliana is? I feel like she must be getting up there. Am I right?
That is a crazy question to ask.
Listen, 10 charisma doesn't get you very far, man.
If you don't ask, you don't know.
I'm gonna make a roll. That's what I'm gonna do. That's crazy, brother.
Smiling, Truffle does take a few steps away.
He's gone.
She looks at you, and she looks at you just with a wild look on her face, like, really? And she says, in kind of not an annoyed, like not mad at you, but like she simply just says, I don't think that's any of my business to answer.
I see. Okay. I can tell. Maybe I'm not wanted. I'm gonna go on this adventure.
Good choice.
And I'm out of there. That was ooh. I think that might have been a little bit inappropriate.
I mean, only slightly.
Just a little bit. It wasn't. My bad.
I don't know why we're punishing curiosity nowadays, but it's fine.
Exactly. Everyone always told me asking questions was a good thing. To always be curious.
No, there's no stupid questions. Yeah.
Exactly. So why am I getting attitude like that when I ask a simple question?
It's double standards, man.
Maybe I'm reading too much into it.
I think you might be.
Let's get out of here.
Hey-ho. We leave.
All right.
Very, very quickly.
You drink your drinks and head through the portal, where very quickly you find yourselves once more within the coastal city of Tideport, and it is not hard at all to find yourself at the guard posting. The paper would have said, find the guards. The guards have requested you to speak, and you find yourselves outside the guard building.
Okay. Ooh.
And as you approach, one of the guards does see you and says, "Oh, that's a good thing you showed up. Captain inside wants to speak with you."
Perfect. Where can we
Let's
find
go.
him?
Right through these doors.
Truffle will trudge on in.
As you trudge on in, we'll say this guy's the captain here. Give him the green. You are welcomed in. And he claps his hands and says, "Oh, good. Good to see you guys again. I hope you don't mind, but someone else was in town. I asked them to take a look at this as well with you." And sitting at this little table next to him, you see a Lottle. If you'd like to introduce yourself.
Oh, me? Oh, what am I doing here?
Let me give you vision.
Whoa. Well, I'm Lottie the Lottle, and I'm very cute, and I'm always reading a book or looking at my star charts, and I love nature and reading about different types of animals and plants and stuff. And I'm just a very cute little Lottle, but I'm medium tragically. I just really want to be a little guy so bad.
Hello, Lotto.
Oh no, sorry, my name is Lottie. Lottie, I am a Lottle.
Oh. Hi,
I'm just a little Lottle though.
Nice to meet you.
But so what's the details on the job we got?
Oh, yeah, so, when you left, we thought everything was fine, so we sent out our fishermen to do what they do best in fish. It's how we make most of our corn here in this city. It sounded like I said corn. I definitely said coin. No confusions there. The other cities work with granary. And we've just been getting some reports from concerned family members, from concerned fishermen, that some haven't returned home. And while that isn't unusual, most of these reports have come from our eastern side, near the cliffs. And it's been 2, 3, 4 reports within the past night, even. And that's cause for concern. And so we sent a quickest word to the Loot Tavern to hopefully get you all back. And if you don't mind, we also sent word to the Druids of the Woods, which they responded pretty quickly and sent one of their own, pointing towards Lottie.
Oh, that's me. Yeah, I'm, from the woods.
I think we were actually at the woods not too long ago. We, Oh, you know what? I'm gonna summon up Sunkissed. I think this was the guy that was actually trying to hurt the woods. Am I crazy? Do you know what I'm talking about?
As this pangolin-looking man summons out this brightly colored pink and purple little baby owlbear. You do have a moment of recognition, Lottie, in that, oh yeah, I've heard about this creature, and then you see, Taurus and Ranger Truffle, and then you have the realization of, oh yeah, I cleaned up after them, after they defeated the creature.
Oh, wait. You know what? Never mind. My mom always told me if you don't have anything nice to say, you shouldn't say anything at all.
Oh, do you not have something nice to say?
That's not what I said. Never mind.
Yeah, she didn't say anything at all. Didn't you hear her?
This again, I'm reading too much into things. I'm just an overthinker, guys. I'm sorry.
It's okay. We'll be fine. So fishermen? Do we think they're being abducted? They're falling off boats? They're need better compasses? What do we think is happening?
Well, anything could be possible. Most of our fishermen here are pretty good on the waters.
I mean, I would hope so. Isn't that what fishermen do? Sorry. Ma always said.
Maybe their boats are getting burnt down.
There's lots of them.
Well, shouldn't they just use the... No, I like this if you have nothing nice to say, motto. I'm going to stick to it, too.
I think... Because think about it. If their boats went on fire in the middle of the ocean or in the middle of the lake, then they have nowhere to get to safety.
Oh, you know what? That actually makes a lot of sense. I should have thought of that. Did they not think of that?
See, I bet they were carrying a lot of flammable stuff on their boats, weren't they?
Not to my knowledge.
I mean, boats themselves are often flammable.
Exactly. But just to prove a point, we will investigate. Don't worry.
Well, I certainly appreciate that, and if you find any of the missing villagers, please get them home.
Of course. Where can we get started? Maybe just at the port? You think that might be a good idea?
I would find yourselves to the cliffside. That's where the reports have been coming in from.
Gotcha.
I can show you the way.
Perfect. Thank you.
Show the way.
And are you keeping Capri Sun out, or are you...
I'm keeping Capri Sun, yeah.
Okay. Instead of Sunkissed, got it. Let me copy you all and move you to a different map.
Whoa, we earned a new map, guys.
Wowee!
You guys are led to this mountainous coastline where the guard, the captain, shows you and says, This is as far as I'll take you. I'm needed back in the city.
Well, thank you very much, sir.
And then he begins walking away. He does see the tied up boat down there and says, now maybe you'll start down there. Maybe there's something to note. Someone left behind. And we'll walk away.
Wow. Is it a large cliff face or is it pretty easy to get down? I can't tell based on the map.
You can make your way down. No, you go to step in this square and you fall 80 feet.
You know, I thought I'd check first.
Yeah, no.
It's a good thing checking. No stupid questions here, guys.
Exactly.
Lottie, do you have control over your token?
What's on Kissy?
Oh, sorry.
Just want to make sure that you can move.
I can move.
Jeez.
Taurus, give me an investigation.
Gotcha.
It's very faint, but you do see under the sand where you stand are some small trails of blood.
Oh.
Next to this campsite or like setup site of some sort.
Okay. Look at this, guys. I might have been wrong about the fire. Believe it or not, I really thought that was a great idea. But I don't think that a fire would cause something like this. Is it just like drops of blood, or is it like a trail of blood?
It seems to be
dragged along.
It seems to be a trail.
Damn. Okay.
Specifically going towards the water.
Oh.
Do we see any bodies in the water?
You can roll me an investigation truffle.
A 13.
Let me do something. A 13, You do not see any bodies in the water.
Well, they definitely survived whatever happened and probably swam away, so we should probably go get in the water and chase after them.
That's not a bad idea, you know.
Do we have like a boat or something?
Oh, you know what? Swimming does seem kind of silly.
Wait, I could turn into something that can swim. Can I?
Can Lottles not swim by yourself?
You do see that there is a tied up boat there. Yeah, is that racist to say? Is that?
I'd like to just send Capri-san to give a little scout around this island area.
Do you want to roll a perception for Capri-san?
I can definitely do that. It would just be a -1.
Capri-san sees the world.
Having a good time. Okay. Then I'll just have him hover above my head and above the boat here. Okay. So we have a blood trail being dragged into the water. We're at the water and we're not being dragged into the water. What if we spill a little bit of our own blood on purpose into the water and see if anything happens?
Like baiting a shark. I like it.
Yeah. You get me. See, we're on the same wavelength, Ranger Truffle. We understand each
other.
other.
My blood stays inside of me, but if you want to give that a try, go ahead.
I'll be the one to take the hit. Can I? Actually, funny thing. I don't really have sharp things. I guess I have my arrows. Can I borrow a knife though from one of you?
I can just poke you.
Yeah, poke me, man.
Lottie, you watch as a greenish moss-covered appendage just sticks out of Truffle and just rockets into his palm.
Damn.
Oh. Thank you, Truffle.
I'll say take 1 point of damage, Taurus.
Okay. And I'm gonna shove my hand in the water and just wave it around a bit.
Okay.
Try to get the blood flowing out.
You wipe your hand within the ocean. It stings because it's salt water. Firstly.
True.
And as you do so, everyone roll me perception. Maybe a couple minutes pass or a little bit passes. Everyone roll me perception.
I'm just remembering now that I'm probably good at perception and should have participated in earlier.
It's fine.
There you go. See, I'm not even rolling good anyway.
A +7? What the flip, bro? What's wrong with you?
Taurus.
What's wrong with me? I made this character 10 minutes ago.
Taurus and Truffle. The two of you, after maybe a couple minutes go by, begin to see the water bubbling in two separate directions. One up here and one down here. And the bubbles begin to get closer as surfacing in the water appear to be these two humanoid-looking creatures. You could call them mermaids, except they look bigger and more grotesque. Sharp teeth and claws. One of them's holding this jagged harpoon-like weapon. As they begin getting closer and closer, even one of them even surfaces on the land. We are gonna roll initiative, but does anyone here speak Abyssal or Aquan?
Not me. Not me.
No.
Taurus, you're a genius.
What can I say?
So no one speaks the language.
We're gonna die.
No.
Nope.
Okay, so you hear them shout out something that sounds in a foreign language that sounds like they are permanently gargling a cup of water.
Hey!
And
Goddamn freak!
You do not understand it. He calls them a freak, while the party name is called Circus Freaks.
Yup.
Ooh, that's some bad initiative, unfortunately, for my boys. Taurus, you're up first.
I'm gonna load my crossbow with one of my whistling bullets, aim it straight at that guy's head. Kabam! 17.
That kabams.
That kabams. I'm gonna mark him as a favored foe. Get an extra D4 in there. And it's also with my ferocious strike. Get an extra 2D4.
Damn, that hurt.
21 damage. Capri Sun, get him! And Capri Sun is gonna zip on over and fly right behind where my arrow hit. And get a little mount on the back of its shoulder and start sucking out its brain.
That hits!
Hell yeah. That's... I don't know how much that is.
That's
23 damage?
and a
That's
con
big, man.
save.
Man, you do not even do the con save.
17.
What hell?
17.
17.
Alright, is that it?
That is it.
Okay. This
Or, you know what?
one.
I'll be running back here.
Smart moves. Let's see. This one's going to 5, 10. Throw you guys on the map layer. And it, with this large, jagged harpoon in its hand, let me do some measuring here.
Oh no.
It's gonna throw this harpoon towards Taurus
Okay.
for a 25 to hit.
Okay. Perfect.
13 piercing damage.
That actually hurts, man. Jeez, Louise.
Are you concentrating on something?
Yeah, my favorite foe.
Oh, that's concentration?
It is.
Oh, weird. Have I just never noticed that?
I guess. Yeah, it's like concentration for a minute.
Interesting. Okay. Ranger Truffle.
I will first summon the parasitic weapon, which takes a bonus action, as one of Ranger Truffle's arms gets encased in. I guess it would have been out. I just poked him with it, actually.
Yeah.
Then I'll use my bonus action to make the shield version instead.
Okay.
And then I'll use my action to use Ferocious Strike and stab with the parasitic weapon.
Okay. Oh, both of you have Ferocious Strike.
Ferocious Strike is awesome, dude.
That's a 9 to hit.
A 9 does not hit the marrow.
I knew it was a marrow. Yep.
I don't know what that is.
I'm running an underwater game and yay!
Oh god, okay.
Any movement?
Truffle 100% thought they were going to stay in the water. So he is very caught off guard right now. Because they just got not out in the water.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think do the raccoon people have a climb speed? I don't know. I don't have it written down.
Do not believe so. If
I
it
don't
did
think
not,
so.
if it did not appear when you made the character with the character mancer, you likely do not.
I
But
don't remember. Regardless, he would bolt at the cliff face.
we can investigate. Deaf climber. You have a climbing speed equal to your walking speed.
Woo!
That's
Up the cliff
big.
face he goes. 5, 10, and then however much up the cliff. Do I need to make a check for that? I have a climbing speed, but I don't know how sheer the cliff is.
No, but the cliff is, I'll say, at least this side of the cliff compared to the middle where you were able to just walk down it without issue. If you're climbing straight up the cliff, we'll say it's maybe 40, 50 feet.
Okay, is this section, the orange one, that high as well?
Yeah.
That shelf?
We'll say, so I'm going to say where you walk down from here to here, you can walk down, is where you walk down, but we're going to kind of treat it the same. If you go from here to this square, it'll be 10 feet of movement instead. Each square going from here to here will be 10 feet just to simulate walking up the side of the cliff.
Right.
Anything from this portion to the edge will be straight up cliff and will be that same height.
Okay, if I begin climbing am I going to fall at the end of my turn, or can I just
No,
pause
you
my turn
can
to
you
start climbing
can
up?
you can hold on. You have a
Okay,
climbing
so-
speed. You can hold on. If you didn't have a climbing speed and you were making checks, I'd probably ask for checks to see if you could hold on. But you
Yeah.
have a climbing speed.
Okay, so I will get halfway up the clip face in a panicked scurry.
Okay. Lottie, newest member of the party, what can you do?
I mean, I can do a lot of things.
Can you dance?
Can
Can you
I
play
could
the
dance if I
harmonica?
want to. I could leave my friends behind. If my friends don't dance, and if they don't dance, then they're no friends of mine.
True. Wise words to live by.
yeah.
Wise words to live by,
Bars.
and now we're copyright striked.
I didn't actually sing it. Come on. I purposefully didn't actually sing it. Bonus action. I'm glowing with starry energy. And I'm gonna go into my starry form.
Yeah.
And I'm gonna do the archer form, which allows me to make a ranged spell attack. Gosh darn it, I don't have a thing built in for that. Ranged spell attack, 1d8 plus whiz. Okay.
Who you shooting?
Oh, the one that's been hurt so far?
So the one in the water.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's +7.
That will hit.
And then I immediately forgot how much damage it does.
Isn't that classic
When
D&D,
you-
forgetting what you can do?
Yeah. 1d8. It's like I just said it out loud. Like someone listening to the recording would be like, "You just said it, dumbass." My whiz is 4, so that's 10 radiant damage.
10 radiant damage. Alright, this Marrow is looking hurt, and he hasn't even gotten to land yet.
And then I'm going to, that was my bonus action. So I am going to action, in hindsight, I should have done my action first, but it's too late now. I'm not that smart. I'm just gonna see if I can, it feels weird to yeet a produce flame at the one that's, like, in the water, so I'm gonna yeet a produce flame over at the one that's not in the water.
Sure, smart decision.
24
that
to hit?
will hit.
For 5 fire.
For 5 fire, yes, because attacking things in water will in fact reduce the damage, because believe it or not, they're in water.
No,
That makes sense.
I wasn't. It's not metagaming to know that water and fire are not.
It's not metagaming to know how Pokemon work.
I wasn't even on the Pokemon level, just on the level of like water is bad for fire. Anywho, is there anything I can like hide behind? Not in the point of like you can't see me, but in the point of like I'm behind cover.
There's not much on this beach that will maybe help. You could hide behind one of the rocks, but that, you know, from just looking at them, other than the harpoon that this one guy threw, they don't seem very much, I'm gonna throw shit at you.
Right, okay. I'll just stay where I am then.
Okay. This Marrow in the water, does Capri Sun get opportunity attacks?
He does.
Because he's gonna, this Marrow is in fact going to move right here. And swim through the water. Well, that does hit for 3. And a con. 7.
Jeez Louise. Okay.
The marrow swims up. It is bloodied. It does have marks and bite marks as well. Little stab wounds from Capri Sun. And it's gonna rise up with its hands, these clawed, webbed hands, and its massive, sharp teeth at the ready. And it's gonna try and sink its teeth into some axolotl flesh. That is a 19 to hit Lottie.
That hits.
You're gonna take 6 piercing damage.
Okay.
And then it's gonna try and bring its claws down on Taurus.
Come on!
25 to hit.
Holy these guys are strong.
9 slashing to Taurus.
Okay.
And... Aww.
Aww.
And Taurus, you're up.
I am going to crouch down and try to hide underneath my sun feather shroud. And in the blink of an eye, I'm going to teleport to all the way over here. With my 60-foot radius teleportation. I'm sorry, Lottie, you're a little... Oh, no, wait.
Are you
and
reading
I can't
the
use
item?
it again. That sucks.
You're now stuck
That
on a lone island.
Really, really sucks. Okay. And I'm gonna, as soon as I
just want to share for Lottie, this is what Taurus just used.
Ooh.
From a previous hunt, this item was made.
Freaking
Hell yeah.
cool, dude. As soon as I teleport around, I'm gonna whip back at this guy and try to shoot it right in the back of the head for big boy damage.
Yeah.
Put that in there.
You fire into the back of his head and it drops.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. And that is my turn.
This other marrow doesn't like that.
What are you gonna do about it?
It's gonna turn to look at you, Taurus, on the cliffside. It's gonna pull another harpoon from its back.
Try it.
And it's gonna try and throw it at you. It will have disadvantage because you're out of its first range.
Try it.
An 8.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
It goes wide and right past you, and it is going to... It's gonna look with this evil, just mad look on its face, and it's gonna try and get close to your allies. 5, 10, and end its turn there. Truffle, you're hanging off the side of a cliff.
Am I able to use my parasitic weapon from hanging off the cliff, or should I jump down onto its head?
I think you're gonna have to, because you're having to use you have a climbing speed, so you have to use your hands to climb still. You know, it's not spider climb where you can just walk on walls. So you're gonna have to need to be free from the cliff to do melee.
Okay. Can I cast a spell while he's still climbing up the cliff?
I'll allow it.
Okay. I'm gonna Icar at it.
You gonna hock a loogie?
Yes. You spit a globule of phlegm is the first few words of this spell.
Perfect. Hawk and I think it's acidic, right? Hawk and acidic loogie.
I nat one.
Oh my
You
god.
nat one. You spit, and it lands on the sand, and the sand just begins to sizzle.
What? Well, and he'll keep climbing. It'd probably end right there.
Yeah, you can definitely make it to the top. Lottie. There's
Little me.
a marrow bearing down on you.
Well, first I'm gonna do the whole bonus action. Actually, no. First I'm gonna guiding bolt.
Whoa!
Guiding bolt.
That will hit.
19.
10
10 radiant.
radiant damage. And the next attack has advantage.
Yeah, that's why I did that one first this time.
Mm-hmm.
Does a 21 hit
Hits.
for 8 damage?
8 damage. Okay, he is hurting.
And I don't know, I just kind of want to get farther away from it. 1, 2, 3,
Alright.
4.
Taurus.
I'll whistle over to Capri Sun, and he's gonna zip right over here, try to get under it, and start poking at its ankles
That will hit.
for 3 damage.
And a
I guess
con.
that was
17.
supposed to be at advantage with guiding bolt. but
Lottie took it.
Oh, cool.
Mhm.
And then I'm just gonna keep on nailing it in the back. I'm gonna make it a porcupine
Yeah, that definitely hits.
with this too.
He is looking
So I'm just gonna
hurt.
cover it with arrows.
Alright.
That is my turn.
He's gonna try and throw another disadvantage harpoon
At me,
at you.
keep on trying, bro.
9. It misses.
Yo.
And it's just gonna try and get back into the water. And it will do so.
Oh man. Oh, boom! Opportunity attack.
That misses.
Damn.
And it starts swimming away. You can still see it on the surface, but it is starting to swim away. Truffle.
Oh, do I have it? Oh, I do have a new spell. Wait. How far is it?
Big boy spell.
Yeah, I'll cast pins and needles at it.
What is
Oh,
this?
What is that?
So,
These are needles.
a tiny bit of ichor solidifies into a little crystal and flies out at it and sticks into it and attempts to shut down parts of its body. It needs to make a con saving throw.
Oh. Con save of 8.
8, it takes 11 psychic damage and fails by exactly 5. So if it was to make an attack roll, it would have disadvantage.
You see it take the damage as it's mid-swim, and it suddenly stops swimming, and like a fish, floats up to the water surface, dead.
That's cool. What? That's awesome. Now I'm stuck up here.
Yeah, Taurus is just like, hey guys!
Hey, you guys!
No.
You got a plan to get down from there?
What?
Do you have a plan to get down from there?
No.
Well,
I gonna jump?
can you dive?
It's sort of
Do it, do it.
high.
Do it.
Oh,
Do it.
high dive.
How high up is the cliff?
It's a solid maybe. You got maybe
How
like a.
deep is the water?
You got maybe like a 30-foot drop.
Do it.
How about you guys come up here?
Wow, what's over there?
It's a nice view.
I thought we were supposed to follow the blood trail.
Damn it. Okay.
I'm gonna slowly climb down and go to the boat.
Can I try doing a really elegant dive and roll for acrobatics?
Give me an acrobatics.
Oh no.
You go jumping into the water. And I'll say you will land. I won't have you take any damage. But Lottie and Ranger Truffle, you see Taurus go for this running start and jump into the water, and Taurus full-blown belly flops it. And you know what? Actually, you know what? You know what?
Oh.
You're taking 3 points of bludgeoning damage. As you belly flop it, and you're probably gonna feel that in the morning.
Okay. That did not feel good, guys.
Well, it looked cool. You meant to do that, right?
You know,
Yeah,
when I said
that
jab,
was
I thought,
intentional.
never mind.
You know, you guys should definitely try it. It's really fun up there. Mm-hmm.
I'm
That's
happy right where I am,
stupid.
but I appreciate the request.
Yeah. Yep. The stupid cloak isn't working anymore. I don't know what's going on with it. It broke.
Have you tried turning it off and on again?
That
I
usually
tried
works for me.
hitting it when I got back up. And that's my usual go-to, and it wasn't working.
You do see that the glow that was once part of the cloak has seemingly died down and is no longer glowing.
Maybe you gotta recharge it. Maybe leave it out in the sun.
What, that's what I'm doing right now.
Never mind. Do we have any idea where we're taking this boat? The blood trail just kind of led to like water in general.
Oh, well, you know, I assumed that these guys were the reason of the blood trail. Maybe, I mean, no way. Are these the reasons why the fishermen are gone?
Might be.
Oh,
mean-
you know what? I have a fantastic idea, guys. Fantastic idea. We can harvest this guy for some parts. And we can also, in the meantime, as we're cutting it, we can check its stomach for any human bits in there.
I don't want to be a downer, but this thing's very human-esque. It feels different than skinning a owlbear.
I understand, Ranger Truffle. I understand.
So do you want me to walk over there while you do it, or?
Yeah,
Mhm.
that's sort of what I was going to suggest. Maybe just like,
Okay,
Turn
I'll go over there.
thank you. Lottie, get over here. I know you don't care about that stuff. About
Yeah,
that
what-
kind of crap.
Who gives a crap whether it's human or not? If the body parts are useful, we use them.
That's what... Lottie, I already like you.
Do you like me a lot or a little?
I like you a Lottie. Alright,
What are we rolling?
So,
what are we rolling? Yeah.
Marrow are large creatures. And I believe large creatures, because creatures have a certain time limit to them, or they take a certain amount of time to harvest. And let me just find that real quick, and I can tell you how long it takes. Or maybe I won't be able to tell you how long it takes. But I can tell you that they are what you have to be able to harvest are its eyes, its flesh, its blood, claws, teeth, scales, heart, and liver.
And we can get its soul or something, right? I forgot what it's called.
I believe those
Like,
are... You can
the
get
essence.
those... I believe essence are only from boss monsters. I could be wrong
Really? Are
on
you
that
sure?
front. It's been a hot minute since I've read the harvesting
It is
rules.
really complex rules. I do not blame you. I'm trying to look through it right now.
And I always say I want to read them, after every stream, after every game, I say I want to read them, and then I don't. But for the purposes of now, how about we say, you can harvest it, you can cut it open, and get it done, or fail to do so, and we will leave the rolling, for when we're done with the session, after the session. And
That sounds like a
so
really
I
good
have
idea.
appropriate time, and it will be Taurus and Lottie helping out and doing the rolls. So we'll say we're still going to go at the time. So if it's like, if you guys came back and immediately left, it's maybe, I think you guys left early in the morning for the Basilisk, because you hit those 2 missions back to back. It's maybe mid-afternoon by the time you guys are done harvesting the marrow.
Cool.
Give me an investigation, Moon and Lottie.
I'm an investigator. No, I'm not.
Moon, I'm saying Moon like it's your character name. Taurus, you cut open the stomach and don't find anything visible. Lottie, you do not find, there are no human bones within the stomach of this marrow, but as you cut it open and spend the time actually looking, maybe in its pouches or whatever that it's carrying, it does have some interesting items on it. You see it has what is likely like a man-made bracelet of some kind. It might have a piece of jewelry or two. It also has this translucent, like, spherical, like, maybe tacky to the touch item of some kind that you pull out as well. And it's almost like some sort of breathing bubble that it had in its pouch.
Sorry, what do you say was in its pouch? My brain turned off between the thing you said and then its pouch.
This translucent bubble-like sphere that looks like some sort of breathing bubble, as well as human-looking jewelry.
Mm-hmm. I mean, I would like to take the human-looking jewelry.
Mm-hmm.
Just because collecting shiny things feels like the vibe. I'm gonna like hold up the bubble thing, be like, "Dad, have you have any idea what this is for?"
I could not tell you. That is a bubble.
I mean, like, I have a guess, but I've never used one before. I just thought I'd double check.
It's a bubble. Sorry, I couldn't tell you more than that.
You're useless. Other friend, do you have any ideas?
Can I take a look at it? What is it? I'm just tuning in to pay attention now, my character, so
You can give me an you can do Arcana, you can do what would the roll be to gleam like the implication of something?
Insight, investigation.
probably straight intelligence or Arcana, yeah. I mean, it feels like an intelligence thing, which isn't very good for my character, but
Well, yeah, I could take Insight as well. That's good point, Moon. You can do Arcana or Insight.
Sure, it's a little better. 18.
18. So as you investigate this bubble item, this breathable, bubble item, you start looking at it, start connecting some dots. Oh, they might not be eating the fisherman. They might be kidnapping the fisherman and putting these on them so they could breathe underwater.
And is this like specifically one? Does it look like it's one use for one person that we have in here, or is like this like a multi-use bubble?
As you investigate further, you do find that the marrow has a few of the bubbles on it, as if they were planning to continue this kidnapping spree.
Yes, I think we almost got murnapped.
You know what? That might have been fun, going underwater and seeing their home.
I mean, we could still do it anyway.
Let's do it anyway. I think that's a great idea.
I don't know if they take kindly to uninvited visitors, though, for the record.
That's completely fair. However, also, that's probably where all the other fishermen are, so you probably got to go there anyways.
Before we do that, I definitely need to take, like, an hour rest. Could we have short rest while we were harvesting?
Yes, yeah, I'll allow it.
Yay, spell slots.
Woo! I don't think I get anything back on the short rest, but I'll heal up those 6 HP. Oh, that's such a good hit dice roll. I'm so glad.
Oh, yes.
Oh, no, I do get my wild shape back on a short rest.
Okay. I have all my HP. Do I get favored foe back? I do not. Alright, I'm ready. You guys want to go swimming?
I love swimming.
Let's try on a bubble.
Bubble.
You
Do we just have bubble?
there are a few bubbles.
Okay.
You stick this bubble on your head and you begin walking into the water, and you can indeed see that or feel that, hey, I can breathe under the water.
That's big.
I like this.
Let's go explore. Can Sunkissed get a bubble?
I will... I'll say that there will be a bubble for your companion. I'll be nice.
Thank you. Thank you. It's okay if you're not nice too. You can say no. But I appreciate you. But yeah, I'll dive into the water well this time. Let's start exploring.
Okay.
This fish was leaving this way, which I don't know if he was just doing that in a panic or if he was trying to go back to his home. So I say we start that way.
Lead the way.
I don't see. Let's go.
And when everyone's grouped up, I'll copy and paste.
We're a group.
You begin swimming deeper and deeper into the waters. Everyone roll me a perception, please.
Perceive shit time. Oh, Taurus perceives everything.
I've been doing good with my perception.
Not as good as others, though.
Okay, never mind. Sorry, guys. Didn't mean to get too egotistical here.
You guys...
Jeez, my hubris is a little bit too big.
You guys begin swimming through the waters, and you realize that the once vibrant color and life of the coast of Tideport begins to die and turn this grayish color. Coral dead, sea life not really active as much. You see maybe a rare fish here and there. And you're swimming for a while as you, again, delve deeper and deeper into the dark depths until you come across an interesting sight. You come across an underwater town of some sort that has seemingly been drained of all color. As if almost looking like a dead coral reef.
Whoa. Okay.
Under the sea. Again, not actually singing it. We're not going to get copyright struck.
Everything's not better down where it's wetter.
Says you.
Says me.
Are there people down here? Are there evidence of people who don't normally live under the sea?
Give me a perception as you're looking around.
Looking around. Looking around.
You do not see any evidence of people who do not belong in the sea outwardly. You do notice, as you're kind of, maybe swimming around, the village to kind of just look around, you do see in one of the nearby homes is a humanoid-looking creature. I say creature because you do notice that their lower half is a, fish-like tail. They seem to be... The upper half, where you would spy human, seems to be wrinkled and older, with this flowing grayish hair to them, as they kind of just hold their hands to the side of the door, like barely peeking out to notice you. And they're kind of just watching you.
If they're watching, I'm just gonna kind of like gently wave.
They don't respond necessarily, or they don't make any motion to wave back. They're kind of just watching the group.
Must not get a lot of visitors.
Wait. What species was looking at us?
Similar to the creatures you fought on land, except they look more like human and less demonically monstrous.
Okay. Can I send Capri-san closer to get a better look of what's going on where the guy is?
Sure. Give me a perception from Capri-san. Or investigation, either or.
I'll take perception.
16, okay. Capri-san swims up, and the creature seems very hesitant. They kind of maybe look, you actually see the creature, like, hold their hands back. And you notice that, at least within this house, as Capri-san approaches, it is an older-looking merfolk. You would have heard of merfolk before, but it is an elder-looking merfolk. And as Capri-san gets closer, they throw their hands out, and you notice behind them they're kind of like guarding something. And what they're guarding appears to be 3 little merfolk children.
Oh no!
Aww.
Okay. Guys, I do not think we want to hurt those guys.
And with a
Yeah,
with
they
a
had
16, I'm gonna give this to you as well. In another nearby house, you do see kind of another head pop out, something similar. Another elder-looking merfolk now looks out and begins to pay attention.
Oh, do you guys here? How about we go talk to or just trying to make it clear that we're not a threat to these guys. Okay, I'll go do that.
Yeah, I'm right behind you.
Hello? Does anyone here speak common?
You begin approaching and say hello, and what we're gonna do there is as you shout out, hello, does anyone speak common? We will get the answer to that question in the next one.
The
As
cliffhanger.
as we're gonna end a bit early. We're not gonna end on 12 exact. We're gonna end a bit early because we kind of cobbled together this session. I'll say that this session was very quickly cobbled together, and yeah. So that was session 12. The party have made it. Have started investigating the kidnappings of the Fisherman of Tideport. I'm going to move us to our ending soon screen. Thank you everyone for watching. This has been, as I said, session 12 of Delicious and Deadly, a Heliana's Guide to Monster Hunting Campaign. We will maybe be back in 2 weeks. I say maybe because our next session falls on Mother's Day.
Screw Mother's Day.
So
Mother.
Or the very important holiday, my sister's birthday. Come on.
we'll see what happens then. We might have a session on Mother's Day. We might not. We'll see. But if we do, same time, same place. For now, everyone say goodbye to Twitch and the interwebs.
Hey, bye, interwebs. Nice to meet you.
Bye, everyone.
Goodbye, interwebs. Goodbye. Thank you, everyone, for watching. We did have a viewer for today's stream, so thank you,
Oh my God.
Panda, for watching. And we will see y'all in the next one.
I loved you since we were young.